Welcome back to Panzer Corps 2's Battle of Hoover Dam. I forgot to buy my auxiliary units, so let's do that and then we'll start again. We're going to buy, let's see, we need recon planes, surely. We'll grab 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need some bikers to go down this way, clear some mines, and or go into this close terrain and draw the enemy in. They do fairly well against really difficult, hard targets, so they should be fine going that way. In fact, I may take majority bikers for mine clearing detail and double strength it up. We'll take 10. Let's see what that does. That's quite a few, but it's not really, hasn't really done much for my auxiliary force count there. So let's see what we can do further. We need my 2 surrender tanks that I've been running, mostly 2 for the entirety of the campaign. It's a fair clip of prestige outlay, but they tend to pay for themselves. We'll send, put them here. Maybe they'll lumber forward here at some point. Would I rather have the surrender vehicles here to, well, I don't know really. We're going to try to get rid of this thing. I suspect it's not going to be as easy as it looks. There's a lot of hills, mountains. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In theory, let's see. There's an anti-air here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can, yeah, it's going to extend right out here. I'm going to send some recons out. Maybe I'll buy a couple more recon planes, and we'll strafe one of those guys and see if any of those anti-air bite. I suspect that the camouflage. I got bit by a camouflaged Johnson couple of scenarios back, and then there was that camouflaged anti-air which was doing a horrendous amount of damage. This thing was almost destroyed as well, so you never have too many recon planes, especially with the one hero configuration that I'm running here. So there's that. We have more slots available. We're gonna need some, say what, recon cars. We can get hard targets. Who has the highest ground defense? Apparently that would be you. Let's see. It's a fair clip of prestige though, 350. And let's see. Will this thing do any damage to... It could really. In theory, sort of. You could do some damage as well, and then I wouldn't have to spend... Does that say 22? It does, doesn't it? Yeah. But, all I need to do is 1 point against the heavily suppressed unit. I think it would do 1 point. The air defense is horrific, but if we send a couple of anti-air down that way, I think we could do it. Let's do that. We'll do that. You can have 10 of those things, you know. 360 versus what, 240? I had been running these things. It's yeah, let's do that. We'll do that. So we can get these guys down. We'll send them down south. This whole lot end up down south at some point. Alright, there they are. The auxiliaries are painted in white. In theory, there's a lot of open space down here, and probably a lot of hard targets and whatnot. Maybe in these hills we'll get these infantry suppressed, and then the bikers can go up and dispatch and or surrender. I have a lot of auxiliaries here. We'll just sort of swarm down this way and see what can get done. I think I have a fair clip of... Yeah, I have some... Yeah. 6 of these. It's not bad. Yeah, we'll send one of these rapid fire ones down, and then this one or whatnot. We'll send 2 down. So let's do it. We'll start this again. Yeah. All right, so good for me. Let's see here. We'll have you. Let's cut to the chase and see where, if anybody wants to bite. Okay, so it's not really as bad as all that, other than in theory it really could be, though. There's something missing here. There should be something. Let's see what happens. I would wager there's something there. Who knows what's here as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would wager that he's not overly enthusiastic about having this unit dive bombed away, and then he'd want to follow up with some kind of catastrophic outcome. So if we could go there and lightning attack this guy, but then really what happens to it? Okay, we sent this out. There's quite a few anti-air about again. I still don't trust being able to dive bomb this thing away. Something strange will happen in some way. I'm not sure how it will happen. I'm not really even sure these recons, even if they're above a camouflaged unit, that they see it. I could refresh my rules, but I think maybe we'll just carry on here and see. Let's see what goes. Let's see. We go. Let's see here. We have 1 and 2 moves left. Yeah. And you. If we go up there, we end up. Okay, so let's say we wanted to take it slower, and then rouse that unit away. We can go, say, like this, and then bombard you again. Let's see how far this Joker can go. Not very. 3 and 3. Could send my... Yeah, I could send a lot of things, a lot of places. Okay, so let's leave that alone there for a minute. I'm thinking on sending one of these anti-tank down south to support this recon horde. Probably keep the encirclements rolling a little better than not. So we have, say, you. Okay, so we can go, say, we'll go out here. We'll go here. And then we can get you, say, right here. And then get you here. Alright, so let's see. We can get... where's a biker here? We can go down like, say, that. We found some units here. Do we send a surrender tank down? Yeah. Do we send a surrender tank down or over this way for 2? Well, maybe we'll find out what goes on down there. We'll see where we go or not. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's light this area up here. Aha, we found an armored column here. Worth a fair clip of prestige, it would, at least here. These Hellcats are not really worth much, but that unit and who knows what else, really. So what exactly? Let's see, 110. Well, there's no reason we can't pivot down with and get some anti-air support. Well, then let's think on it. We have our 21s here. We can get just right here in the enemy's face, right? You can get where? You can get right here. Get this other low tank right up there. These guys will bombard our low tanks. We'll see about all that, though. Okay. 1 and 10 it is. Do we want to lose that ammunition point? Probably not. A fair clip of ammo right here. So you are minimum entrenchment. So he has, we need 2 points on him. Looks like 3 points. And then you can go back here, take a little damage. Get rid of that guy. Yeah, there that is. All right, we'll have a singular 21 for support, and then we have, let's see, you right here. You're stuck. Yeah, we'll go like this. Swing forward there like that. Let's see. What sort of damage is this doing here? Who are you? Another long tom, no problem. Doing a fair clip of damage. Aha. 2 points. Alright, maybe we'll roll our glorious low tank up here. We can see what the enemy has in mind. We'll get up here. We can get forward here as well. Looks like we're taking some damage from this character here. Maybe we'll stick him in place. And now he's not going to move anywhere. A little damage here as well. Some damage there. Maybe we can draw them in without an egregious amount of support. We'll get this guy ready for surrender next turn. Let's see what his story is. Really, I don't see any, really hard targets here, other than the ones on the bridge or the dam there. We already have an anti-tank going down this way, though. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and end up back here. Or we could really not really worry so much, maybe. Or do we have another anti-air? We do. We can go down that way without any support, but there's nothing here, so why worry? We could get nuked, I suppose. Speaking of get nuked, we can go, let's say that. Alright. will get out of that area. I can't really say as I'm overly enthusiastic about losing my nuclear bomber. Let's see here. There seems to be some planes here. Not doing much, but if we run out of ammunition, then it becomes a huge, more problematic, really, right? Let's see, you have a recoilless there, a Wolverine, a supply dump. Let's stay out of trouble. See, let the enemy expose his air force or whatnot. We're happy with that. So you, I think we can go, let's see, no mines there, alright. These guys, will get these guys moving down in this direction. I moved them down. The question is, how far do we go? Well, let's bring a surrender tank down. We'll swing another surrender tank over this way. This is something of a log jam. We'll have serious issues. Have these surrender. We'll get these down. That means they can pivot back over toward the theoretical front, or not really. Assuming we can break through there, we might need some auxiliary units to head forward and take some damage or do some damage, de-entrench, etc. Clear some mines or whatever. Okay, so that looks like about that, really. We have multiple layers of anti-air, at least in theory. I have you and you and you and you here. You, we want to go down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet there is some artillery on these hills that are going to give me problems. Could go over here. Why not? We'll go there. And then you can go down and, let's see how far you go like that. Okay, so you can go, say like that. And then our hard target aficionado recon car, we'll send it down just on general principle. We can head up over here as well. I think that does it for the turn. Not quite, but close. Let's see how far these guys can get. There, which means we can go there. Our infantrymen. Let's see, 15 points, and then who even knows what, really? We'll get him closer here. That's good there. Let's head you down this way. And get down over here. Attack into that supply depot. Why not put some movement left? No, we'll go down here. I'm gonna get bombed, unfortunately for me. Well, then that was a bad idea. We're gonna stick under air cover here. These things only have a 6 air defense. Very bad, very bad. So that is it. Next turn. Doesn't say anything about nuclear, so. something. That one was lethal. Who knows, really? Aye. There's an anti-air here as well. Lightning attacked my support 21 on this one. Should have sent that Storm Tiger up there instead. He didn't follow up. Good for me. Good work, man. Good work. Let's see here. 6 points of suppression, and you 7 points. 12 and 3. Yikes. So I'm still not exactly sure that I trust. Okay, so what we do need is more recon. More. So we can get these replaced. And like so. Let's start down here. We'll find out. 5 points. 2,000. Boom. Let's see. You. 3 points. Generally speaking, I'm pretty sure we can surrenderize that thing. It's worth something. So we need 5 points. Do we have that here? We don't. We don't have any points there, which is... There's 5 points there, so we can roll over this way. Take the 5, get some experience or prestige, and see about lumbering our way up towards this lot, and then hopefully encircling them and letting them stew for 2 or 3 turns, and then plinking away, doing 1 point of damage and grabbing quite a bit of prestige. That's the plan. The question is how to go about any of that down there. And now our anti-air can go like that far. And you can go like so. Say here we can proceed. What is this? Desert tile. This is a heavy Sherman. Maybe it comes up this way. Maybe it wants a piece of that biker. Can they even make it there? They can. So yeah, we could send another group down here with a singular anti-air weapon, and let's just not do that just quite as yet. Let's see, we could yeah. So we'll leave that be for now. We'll see about this this group here. Look at that 7-2. How about you? So we need 7 points on that unit to surrender it. So we have, where's my Sturm Tiger? There it is. Okay, so we can move here for support, which means that we can move you here, which is good. That's good. But first things first, maybe we need to get rid of this guy, and we need to re-up our visuals over here. Let's see, so we can still see. There's you, you, and you. I still don't trust this anti-air not to be some sort of mobile unit that'll come up and do all kinds of damage, like in the couple of scenarios back, the elite armored division in the south of the map. So what happens here? Let's boom. So what does that mean, really? 3 and 3. 8 points, 12. We need 3 points on them. Looks like we have it. Womp. He's gone now. Glorious auxiliary biker took 3 points for his trouble. Let's see here. We can get forward in this port. Then we can retreat our biker. Maybe the biker's happy in the port, or maybe the biker is happy in the port. He's happy. He's happy. Why mess with him? We'll head over there. Send this pioneer now. What? That was an overrun, and now it's not. Something is strange there. Artillery support, I see. All right, well. This unit has overwhelming attack, and we'll move our. All right, well, move away, move away. Knock yourself out. Have fun with that. We can get our low tank maybe the heck out of this area. And we'll get a it's a roadblock, all right. Maybe we'll head down this way just a tad. Clear up some space to get you back. Get our Jag Tiger up there. Boom. If he wants to move that unit, say more power to him. More power to him. We can go like so. Yeah. Alright. And then repair there like so. Okay, so we can go like that. We can. This infantry could come up and attack our Sturm Tiger, unfortunately. To no good end, no good end. We'll get our pioneer here instead. And get you right here. Get you forward here. Boy, would a no retaliation hero come in? I'm not even sure that would work out very well at all, really, for any of this lot. Could go and nuke some of these guys, and again, to what end? Really would take a horrendous amount of damage. 10 points, yeah. Alright, well, can find out what's over here. And there's no artillery on those mountains. Looks like we took some fire here. There's no accessing those planes with anti-air. Could send our prudent man over to what end, really? Who are you? It says anti-tank, alright. You, anti-tank as well. I trust my prudent unit well enough, I think. Why are you taking 9 points? We don't really know. 22 air attack, 10 initiative. So what happens if this guy flies over here? He's taking 11 and doing 5. It seems as though the pancake is not to be trifled with. 4-11 there as well. 4-9. I don't think we're going to be nuking anything really particularly soon. We don't have any air bases. There's an air base here. But we're going to surround these guys. Maybe we take that air base, but then we won't have our air force up here. So make a long story short, we don't really need to nuke anything just yet or right now. And we could probably heal some of these units up if they become damaged. Like, let's say we wanted to destroy this pancake, what would happen? We want to keep our rounds, maybe. Maybe we'd want to instead... Well, we'll destroy that pancake. We can roll out here for 13 points. And say 11 points. There's no point there. Okay. So we can send Rudell out to do something in some way. 4 and 2. Do we have another recon car plane? We do. We'll go out here and find out. Let's see, there's another. So what happens here? 8 and 1. 8 and 1, yeah. Still 8 there. So we have, and that doesn't count the mobile anti-air that probably is around there somewhere. And taking 4 points, that's a very expensive unit. And then you could do it, but then the follow-up would not be pretty. I'm curious what that would look like. Anyway, it doesn't matter yeah. So we go over here for 8 points. Say we don't take any, but we'll still take 8 points from the anti-air, which my tactical bomber would take 8 points as well if I were to say destroy this long tom. So that's 8 points from this lot. And then who knows what? Maybe this guy could get it in its head that he wants to attack my tactical bomber, because he'll take like 13 points but do 1, and then some other anti-air shows up, and then bye-bye tactical bomber. There's no rush, at least not as yet. So why do it? My plan was to bounce in and out of here with my 8-move Verdaja, but that doesn't really seem to be working out too terribly well. In fact, if I had to say, this whole lot here are going to be horrifically entrenched and not in any kind of mood to surrender. What if I sent this other? Now we'll keep you here. Yikes. I have half a mind to just call it a turn, call it a success, and just wait. There's nothing really much to do. Can get a bit closer maybe here. Okay, so we would definitely want to get you a bit closer so as to provide anti-air to our forward units. Maybe you here. And then these guys, generally sort of happy mulling about this area, although let's get moving down here. We'll get forward there. We'll stick around in this area here because why not? 1.3 plus. Well, 1 point is as 1 point does. We'll go up here and maybe we take some damage. We can get some experience by being bombarded. Let's see here. We can de-entrench this unit here. This long streak can do that. Boom. So now he's at minimum 7 of 7. So we were thinking of sending a third anti-air unit down for this effort, leaving only 3 here. But really all we have to do is take Hoover down. We don't, as long as we go slow, we should be fine. So we'll go 3. We'll go here. How far can you go? Not quite far enough. And then you can go, let's say you go there. You can go on blocking detail here. You can use some experience there irrespective of anything really. We can go on, let's see, you here. We haven't moved here, we have, okay, so we'll go here, get there, get here. We'll see, we'll give these guys the opportunity to come forward into our would-be encirclement. The question is, can they overrun these units? No, they can't. They can't do it. So that which does not kill these glorious units here surely only makes them stronger, because they can move and repair being recon units. Let's roll down, say, we'll get here. There's nothing going to get at our anti-air there. So there's nothing. Can roll here with our Verdaja. Get you down this way. On we go here. Let's get these guys rolling down. Leave a couple of auxiliaries up here, but mostly core. We're maxed. We need one more recon plane. Like so. And we'll plop them down here. I think that's very, very close to the end of the turn. It is very close. We could do a lot of things. These guys are reasonably safe over there. In theory, we could go down here. We'll go here like that. That is the end of the turn. I'm sure of it. Next turn. the recon plane down. These guys have survival. They're very lucky. Another pancake with maxed out. We pounded our auxiliary biker. He's starting to do it. Let's see. Yikes. That's exactly what I was worried about. Oh, we'll let him. No! We'll let him repair. That's a little worse. Well, that is what I was worried about, that's for sure. We'd have had our attack bomber over there, or our nuclear bomber. Unit loss or American mobile anti-air, not to be trifled with. What's our problem? We have a low ground defense or something? A ground defense of 9, I see. Gotta run a test. Let's find out here. Let's roll over here and see exactly what's going on with that. Yikes, I'm not exactly sure I know what's going on there. So this thing has an air attack of 12. But when I look for the combat odds here, attacks the 6th Army. It's not giving me the right odds here. It's saying something about a 30 defense or attack rating of 31. So how about you? It doesn't want to tell me. How about you? It won't tell me. Well, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna need to repair you and repair you as well. Maybe we'll not do that so much. About 45 minutes in, that's going to do it for this turn. We'll pick this up we'll start our counter-offensive or whatnot in episode number 2. So far, so good. These guys, we need to let that guy gain some suppression. We can probably encircle this guy with our meticulous planning. We'll go here and then bop here. I'm pretty sure we get on this mountain. Then we can arrange to sneak right through here and then there, and then back in through here and get probably these two encircled, if not more. Whatever the case is, we'll do that in the next episode. I hope to see you then.